Hi there. If you have been watching cryptocurrencies, you may be freaking out and having a heart attack over the nasty pullback we've had. We've had upwards of 20% plus pullbacks in several cryptocurrencies. But I'm going to go over real quick in rapid succession a bunch of cryptocurrencies, many of which I've analyzed on this channel, and where we stand today, what this correction is looking like. If you've been following my analysis videos, you will know that I had two patterns for most of these cryptocurrencies. One in which we were finished with our wave one, and we had finished a corrective wave two, and we were off to the races in wave three. The alt pattern was calling for a higher wave one and then a scarier wave two pullback. I did a video on Bitcoin and Ethereum last night that was highlighting this exact possibility. And this is what we have seen across cryptos today. I am calling the high that we saw yesterday as our wave one in almost all of the cryptos I've analyzed. And today's pullback, the whole wave two, or at least part of the wave two. And I'll explain why. Now, this isn't bad news. This is actually good news for a couple of reasons. We do need healthy pullbacks. A higher wave one means you can project your Fibonacci extensions higher for the wave three and the wave five. So ultimately, this will lead to higher extensions as we continue our rally, assuming that we do continue the rally. In addition, when you have a deeper wave two, you want to at least see a 38.2% retrace. And we've seen more than enough of a retrace in most of the cryptocurrencies that we can be more certain that this is actually a wave two, and it gives us a more clear buying opportunity. So that's a hint right there. I mentioned the word buying opportunity. I'll touch on that again in a little bit. I've divided all the cryptocurrencies into three major categories, and we're going to start with what I'm calling the yellow light category. And these cryptocurrencies, including the one that's pictured at the moment, Bitcoin, has an unclear pullback into our target range. So based on how far we have retraced, we have enough to call this the end of the wave two. Our MACD is way down below ground level here, and that would be enough. I'd be very happy to call this the end of wave two. However, when we look at the shape of our correction, it's not a clear three wave. It's not an ABC bounce. Typically, you see something more like this. And we'll look at some better looking corrective waves in other cryptos in a second. But this could be interpreted as an impulse wave down, which could be a sign of much worse things to come. That would be a smaller possibility at this moment. But more likely, I have an alt pattern here in orange, red, orange, whatever that color is. And I think this is the most likely pattern. And that's that we have completed an A wave today for our wave two. The powerful bounce back throughout the second half of the day is what I'm calling a B wave. We may go a little higher, not totally clear. And we may have a final C wave to really complete the wave two. And that may not get any lower than the A wave has gotten so far. It may get a little bit lower. It may get much lower. But as long as we hold our support, in this case, 38.3 for Bitcoin, we're good. The same pattern is seen in Ethereum as well. I'm going to go over this real quick too. This could be an A, B, C pattern. But I am actually also seeing the same alternate possibility here as well, that we have an A wave, we'll have a B wave bounce, and that we may have a swing nominally lower for Ethereum. So again, buying opportunity. I'm going to keep saying that throughout the video. If you have the moxie for it. Bitcoin Cash, similar situation. We had a sharp pullback today. And just like with Bitcoin and Ethereum, almost a straight shot down. And we've had a bounce. So I don't have an alt pattern marked here at the moment, but same thing. This could be the A wave. We have a B wave bounce that's underway right now. May have a lower low that takes us down to a more appropriate wave two. But again, we've gone deep enough for this to count. I'm going to go to Litecoin next. Similar pattern here as well. We are deep inside the box. We have almost hit our support line here, but we just finished short of it. That makes me a little more optimistic that we're done with this because we came so close to our 61.8% retrace. In addition to that, I'm going to look at Polkadot real quick as well. Some of our smaller altcoins, once I can find it. Same kind of pattern here as well. We had a nice peak for our fifth wave top, and we've pulled back powerfully right into this box. So we may see a bounce there as well. Chainlink is also showing the same pattern. We didn't quite make it in the box, but definitely a deep enough retrace. This box actually should be a little bit higher. So same pattern there. When we look at XLM, which is Stellar Lumens, very sharp pullback here. Now in XLM, this is actually going to be in the red light category. So I'll come back to this in a second. Apologies for that. I'll discuss what that is all about. And then finally, Solana. We have now, since the last update I did on Solana, I actually changed this pattern a bit. I'm calling this top the wave one. It aligns better with all the other cryptos, all the other altcoins, and we've pulled back and bounced strongly. So if you were looking at your cryptocurrency tickers, you would see that Solana recovered very quickly. As a matter of fact, it was the only crypto I had showing green for most of the day. But regardless of that, it's showing the same pattern we're seeing in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, our green light category are for cryptos that have a more healthy, complete looking pullback. And I'll start this with Doge because it has a pretty clear looking pattern. When we look at this larger pattern, apologies for the smaller text here, this looks like an A, B, and a C wave. And it's still above support, and it went well into our purple box. The same thing is true for Dash Coin, which has an even cleaner pattern. This is almost textbook right here. You have a wave one top around 284, A, B, C wave, little flush out and C wave. This is almost textbook. You have a choppy A wave, looks like an A, B, C pattern, nasty B wave up, and then a impulsive C wave to finish things off, just to reset the sentiment. Uniswap, you see a similar situation here, clearly an A, B, C pattern. I'm going to jump into BNT. This is not one that I've done a video on, but some of you may be familiar with the Bancor Network token. This is also a very textbook looking zigzag. You have a B, C correction right into the bottom of that box. A couple of other ones we have the same situation in are Bitcoin Gold, which I have done a video on. Again, clear A, B, C. It's a nice textbook three-wave corrective pattern. We have Cardano. Cardano's is not as clear. This is a bit of a tweener, but I can call this an A, B, C pattern. And we didn't quite make it into this box, but this box hasn't been updated. This is definitely sufficient for a wave two pullback. And finally, Binance Coin, which there's a video for, not as clear, but I'm going to call this an A, B, C. And this one is also above support. So those are our I guess, our optimistic targets. These are the cryptos that give me more encouragement that this wave two is done, because these look like they have complete patterns. They have a perfect three-wave pullback into the appropriate region. And if these start rallying powerfully, that'll be a very good sign that we're done. Finally, back to that red light category I referred to earlier, are cryptos in which we pulled back hard and we broke support. The first of which is Ethereum Classic. I had a red support line, which is our 61.8% retrace off of our fifth wave top, and we just broke below the support. So normally this would be a reason to flash the red lights, and looking at just Ethereum Classic itself, it would be. Before I go any deeper on that, let me show Stellar Lumens again real quick. XLM, which I have on right here. So same thing, we just pierced the support. So again, not a huge reason to panic, but we did officially break the support 61.8. And then EOS, we broke the heck out of that support. So yeah, we spiked pretty far down below. So with these red light cryptos, these could be, again, a canary in a coal mine of sorts that could be warning us of further corrections as we go. But overall, I'm kind of mixed right now. My dominant alternative is that right now, what we're seeing in Bitcoin, let me pull that chart up, is that we are finished with an A wave. We're seeing a B wave bounce, and we may see a nominally lower low for a C wave. And then we should be done with the wave two at that point. Still a good buying opportunity if you want to. If you're really conservative, getting a little nervous, there's no pressure. You can wait for us to actually rally through the 61% extension off of wherever our wave two bottom is. That's typically a very strong sign that the correction is over. So really, that's all there's to it. Manage your risks appropriately. And overall, if you did panic and feel a little pessimistic today, again, everything's fitting into the patterns. It looks good. We need a healthy correction, and this is a far more convincing wave two pullback than what I had been calling the wave two pullback in our previous patterns across all the cryptos. So I'll be having plenty more updates on individual cryptos, but I want to give the overall big picture on today's pullback. So stay posted. Thank you for watching, and happy trading.